Right, I think I'm live. Please tell me if you can hear me, because I've never done a live stream before in my life. If you can hear me, I'm ELINOR Peregrin. I'm the actor for Trixie. And because of all the technical difficulties we've been having, I've logged in to the National eTheatr and I'm hosting instead of Barry. So, hi everyone. Yeah, oh good, you can see me, that's good. So I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes for people to rejoin this one. They're gonna be posting the link to this stream on Twitter and stuff. So I'll give it another couple of minutes to all get going. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, I hope you're ready for some Trixie fun. This is Trixie. It's written by CAMILLA WHITEHIll. She's amazing. This is amazing. Well, I hope it is. It's been directed by NICKY ALLPRESS, who's been an absolute joy. And yeah, I mean, if one of the moderators wants to just like give me a thumbs up when they think I should start, then please do. Yeah, this has been really lovely to do. I'm in my final year at Lambda and everything's been put on hold, obviously, because of everything that's going on with our friend Corona. So yeah, this has been such a lovely thing to work on, despite the fact that me and the director, Nikki, have both had symptoms in the last week and have been feeling really quite rotten. I was worried at one point that I would be too ill to do this, but thankfully I'm fine, touch wood, today. Cool, they're saying we're gonna have a couple more minutes, so I'm just gonna babble for a couple more minutes, I guess. I've got a very high-tech setup here. I've got my little brother doing some sound effects. I hope you're ready. He's sitting just there behind my laptop. Yeah, I mean, if there's anything you want to know in the next minute and a half, let me know. Yeah, my very own Foley artist in my little brother here. I've got my parents hiding upstairs. Broadcasting live from Birmingham at the moment, my hometown. So I am about to graduate from Lambda. So what should I be doing now rather than isolating? I am supposed to be doing a play. I'm supposed to be doing The Heresy of Love by Helen Edmondson at Lambda. We're in the middle of rehearsals when it all shut down. It's an amazing play. It's about Mexican nuns in the 17th century. And it's about this amazing nun, Sister Juana de la Cruz, who writes and is sort of doing naughty nun things like writing as a woman. And it's a really beautiful play. And I think we will hopefully still get to do it maybe in a couple of months, maybe in 3 months' time. Hopefully, depending on how everything goes with the world. So yeah, it's a shame, but I mean, all the graduates are in the same sort of position at the moment. So yeah, you just got to make the best of a bad lot. I'm making the best of being back home and having a nice garden to sit in and nice home cooked food and yeah, hanging out with my cat. Yeah, any other questions or just should I start? I'm just waiting for the go ahead. So cool. I'm gonna go for it. I hope you can still see me. Lights going down. See you on the other side. See you on. Did you see me on This Morning? I was wearing dungarees to seem humble. Like, maybe you didn't watch the whole thing, but the clip was really popular on Twitter. It all happened really fast. Like that first tweet, it got like a bajillion retweets. I have never ever known anyone in like my actual life who has ever got more than like 453. And that was actually Archie. And it was because he did this insane Halloween makeup look that was like if the Joker was a drag queen. And people like that, but this was like a billion times bigger than that. And loads of my mutuals tagged Trixie underneath, like, Lauren stands you so hard and look what she did, look how amazing she is. And eventually, Trixie liked the tweet. And then she replied like, yes, girl, 4 exclamation marks, 4. Can I just say, I've seen that film about the Beatles. I watched it with my mum and I saw all the screaming crowd, so there's no need for any lurking boomers to feel embarrassed for me and how much I love Trixie. Because at least I do most of my standing at home making memes from my @AllStarTrixieStan Instagram and not like outside a hotel in the rain like you all had to. People ask me why I love Trixie so much, like, why not Sharon or Jinx or Katya? Like, why Trixie? Or if they're not into Drag Race at all, like my mum's boyfriend Jerome or the straight boys I work with at the Odeon. If people don't get why you love someone or something, they can get a bit sneery, like their lip curls, and it's like, okay, Tristan, your brother already told me you wrote a letter to Buffy magazine in 2002. Trixie is my girl because she's smart, she's funny, she doesn't give a shit. She has a really unique look. Like, she never looks like someone else. You always know it's her. I like that. I think it takes a certain something to maintain a signature look, like never wavering, like Lorraine Kelly or most straight men. And she sings and writes songs, and I love Katya too, I do, but I love Trixie the most. And you know, when people ask what your dream dinner party guests would be, mine would just be Trixie and me sharing a lasagna. It really wasn't that big a deal. I never thought it would like blow up. I only tweeted about it because I thought people should know, like people should look out for themselves on public transport and stuff. Honestly, all that happened was I was on a night bus home and it was really quiet on the top deck. It was just me and an old man, and this group of boys, like men really, got on and they started harassing the old man and stuff, like grabbing his things. And yeah, so I got up and I like pulled the alarm thingy and I started yelling at them to leave him alone. And then I went and sat with the old man and the boys got off. And then I got off with the old man when he wanted to get off and walked him home. And oh my God, it really wasn't that big a thing. I never thought it would get retweets or anything. I didn't expect, I mean, it's not that big I mean, it's nothing. I mean, it's been really nice how people have been like, I mean, Philip Schofield called me a hero. So, I mean, yeah, it's been really fuck. Listen, I don't read my DMs straight away. My Twitter DMs. It sounds stupid, but it's so exciting and I don't want to ruin it. Like, my DMs are open. It could be anyone. It could be someone famous. Nigella Lawson DM'd my mum once because she'd made one of her recipes, the olive oil chocolate cake, and mum tweeted it like, @Nigella, great recipe. And Nigella replied via DM saying like, well done. Mum says it was 2011 though, so Twitter was a bit different, but still things like that happen. And when I get a DM, I'm like, oh my God, what if it's, but it's always Archie sending me one of those dumb threads like Lana Del Rey songs as iconic Diane Abbott looks, or someone called Ian 1973 sending me a photo of his own jizz, which I just put in a hidden folder for like an art project I'm going to do called Unsolicited. Except recently it's been different because of everything that happened. People send me really nice messages, and someone who said he was in blue said I was really pretty as well as brave, but I didn't know what blue was, and when I googled it, it was really embarrassing. I'm still waiting for a really exciting one. So I save it for a bit, and I think, if it's like if it's Trixie, like, what if it's Trixie? Anyway, I clicked on the little envelope maybe 4 hours later, and it wasn't Trixie. It wasn't even like this girl Eloise, who sometimes messages me pictures of her in the bath. Like, consensually, I send her ones of me too. We met at drag con, and she nearly ate me out at her travel lodge, but I felt too gassy. Anyway, it was the grey head, little grey outline of a head, and the username was Lauren Fisher Lies 69. Oh my God. I'm Lauren Fisher. Sorry, I should have said that first, and maybe it would have had more of an impact. Okay, anyway, and the message said, I was on that bus, and I know you're lying. Your move. Okay, so I don't know what my move is, because I'm not like a criminal mastermind. I don't even think I've done a crime. Like, not everything bad is a crime, is it? It isn't even bad. It's not, I wouldn't necessarily even call it a lie. Okay, so it was a bit of a lie, but I was there, and I didn't even know. I mean, so I replied, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then they didn't reply, and then I didn't know there was anyone else on the bus except me and him and the boys, and the woman. But the woman, I didn't even think she spoke English. I didn't even really think about it. It wasn't like some kind of conspiracy. I tweet everything that happens to me because it makes me feel like I'm never alone. God, that sounds so stupid. But I had 468 followers. I didn't think anyone would read it. I don't even have many of my friends from home or anything on there. It's mainly other Trixie fans I've met at the shows or whatever, and loads of them are so talented. They can draw her or make her things, and so she's replied to almost all of them once. And like, I try and I make memes, but they never turn out as good as I want them to. But it wasn't planned. They say they have the CCTV from the bus. Like, how? Like, that's not, you can't just download that, can you? Like, she'd played at the Palladium that night. The Palladium. Like, she's got so big. I've been a fan since day one. I don't want to be one of those arseholes, and I went with Jen and Harry. I know them from Tumblr, and it was fun, but we were so far back. And Jen had made us these t-shirts with Trixie on them, and it said, "Oh, honey," on it. That's her catchphrase, except Jen had drawn Trixie, so she looked like a bottle of honey. They were so cool. I really wanted her to see the t-shirts, but I couldn't afford the meet and greet, and neither could Jen or Harry, and I just felt a bit deflated afterwards. And I was on the night bus home, feeling a bit bummed out, and that's when the shouting started. And I took off my headphones and turned around. I was on the top deck, and so I was sitting here, then behind me was the old man, and then there was one other lady, an old Asian lady in front of him, and nobody else. And then this group of boys got on. I saw them coming up the stairs, like early 20s, sort of, I think 5 of them. And you could tell they were drunk, and you get the alarm bells in your head, especially if you're a girl, because they were the post-work pints kind, shirts and ties were all loose, probably work at Foxton's, that type. And they're always pervs. They always want to sit next to you and ask you gross stuff. They were that type. So I wrapped my coat around me and turned my headphones up and stared out the window. And they walked past me to the back of the bus towards the old man and the woman. And so I just kept listening and we went 2, 4 stops and nothing happened. And then I heard shouting, and I turned around, and they were the boys, the men, they were all surrounding the old man, like messing with him, taking the piss, and one of them had grabbed his bag, this bag for life that had groceries in it, and they'd taken out a pack of apples and opened them, was eating them and stuff. And I thought maybe the driver would see on the cameras. I thought maybe someone else would, I don't know, but I'm not very, I just turned around and went back to looking out of the window. I didn't want them to, I mean, I was alone too, and do you watch Trixie and Kathy's web series? It's been going since 2016. It's really, really funny if you haven't seen it. You don't have to know much about drag, I don't think, to enjoy it. They sort of just sit and chat about whatever they feel like, but they're so funny together. I've watched every episode like a billion times. You know how everyone has the show they watch to go to sleep? Like, my mum's is something called Nighty Night, and Archie's is Queer Eye. Mine is I just watch it and I just feel calmer, better. I closed my eyes on the bus and I thought about the episode when a fly landed on Trixie, and it was so funny. Okay, so nobody expects me to have done anything, right? Like, the driver should have. But then there was this huge commotion, and I opened my eyes, and the boys, men, were legging it off, sprinting past me, shouting, and I turn around, and the Asian lady was standing there shouting at them in another, I don't know which language. She was waving this long umbrella like a sword, like a medieval knight. She was only small, like, the old man was shocked, staring at her like she was a superhero. And the next time the bus stopped, the man sort of started gathering his things, and she held out her arm and he took it, and they started to leave. I followed them. I don't know why. I just felt like I got off the bus and I watched the man thank the woman, and she nodded and she turned and left, and the man looked at me and I looked back and he turned, and I shouted after him, "Do you want me to walk you home?" He didn't answer, and I was just alone on the old Kent Road. And I propped my arse on the slopey bus stop bench thing, and I opened Twitter, and it was not some kind of genius plan. I had 468 followers. I just wanted to, it was just a tiny thread, 3 tweets. It was only a little lie. Do you think she'll find out? Trixie, do you think she'll see I mean, she gets thousands of people tweeting her every day. She might not see these tweets. She might not see, right? She won't see, will she? Will she? And that's that. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm seeing ooze. I don't know what I should do now. Do I? National eTheatr is saying well done, and they're leaving lots of ooze. So thanks everyone. I mean, I guess I'll just sign off. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you, Camilla, for your beautiful, beautiful piece. People want to know about my makeup routine. Okay, thank you for this piece, because the literal description for the character at the top is she looks like someone who's watched a lot of makeup tutorials. And so I went and watched a lot of makeup tutorials, which was really fun. So that's what I've been doing. So, I mean, this is my face. It took a long time. I don't know how people who do makeup are amazing. If there's anything else you want to know, just I mean, send us messages on Twitter. We're all on there. Thank you so much, Nicky. You've been an awesome director. It's been really weird directing over FaceTime and over Zoom, but it's been fascinating. Oh, there are questions. Okay, apparently I'm doing a Q&A on my own. So how did me and Nicky meet? Me and Nicky have never met in person. I literally, this is also how I found out about the National eTheatr. I just saw it come up on Twitter, and I just sent an email to the email address that was on the tweet from National eTheatr saying, I'd love to be involved, I'd love to do some acting while I'm stuck at home, not at drama school doing our shows. And we got paired with a director and with a writer, Camilla and Nicky. And Nicky, we did one really epic rehearsal that was like 2.5 hours about 3 days ago, and then we did another one yesterday that was just short, where it was kind of a dress, like I got all fancied up and we did it, and that was really cool. It was, yeah, wicked. I think rehearsing online is something that's probably going to be happening quite a lot more, and I've got to say, it's not a bad thing. It's actually been really nice working from home. So yeah, just making the best of a weird situation. Any more questions from anyone? There's a question for Camilla. Question for Camilla saying, are you an enormous Trixie and Drag Race fan? I don't know if Camilla's here, so I don't know. Oh, Camilla says my makeup's on point. Thank you. I'm just gonna keep babbling until somebody tells me to stop. I think Camilla must be a fan because, I mean, okay, am I a fan? I mean, I wasn't until this. It's opened up a whole new world. Seriously, I never watched it before getting the script through. So, I mean, it's one of the best things about being an actor, isn't it? Getting to research random wonderful topics and characters that you get to play. Nicky, thankfully, is a huge Drag Race fan, so she knows what she's talking about. But I've been binge watching episodes of that, and and I've been loving it. I'm slowly working my way through. I really enjoyed watching the sort of the really low tech, brilliant ones in the first series, and then in the later ones as well. How it gets so high budget and beautiful. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be spending my isolation doing, is watching all of Drag Race. Plugs for Camilla. Camilla's done a one-man play, Mr. Incredible, and a four-hander, 1001, and you can get them in a collective volume on Nick Hand Books. There's a link in the chat. I don't know where the chat will be. The next stream is tomorrow evening at 7:30, and it's called Isolation Ragu. And it's written by Rachel Bellman, directed by Stephen Oswald, and performed by John Dryden Taylor. So I hope you tune in. I definitely will be. I've watched all of them so far, and I think they're amazing. So congrats to everyone that's done them so far, and can't wait to see where this channel goes. Yeah, rock and roll. Thanks, guys. I'm going to leave it there. But it's been lovely spending time with you. See you all on Twitter or on the other side of this.